Welcome to the Outside the Business Boxes podcast, where we're talking about how to ignite your business today for the future using systems for everything you do in your business to make your life, your employees' lives, and your customers' lives easier for you to ultimately enjoy your business and, of course, make more money. I'm your host, Chad Murray.
Well, welcome today to the Outside the Business Box podcast. I am Chad Murray, your host. And again, I want to thank everybody for listening to my podcast and everybody out there in your trucks listening to this, or cars, or sitting in your office. Again, I really appreciate you listening to my podcast, and it helps me really feel good about the work I'm trying to do to help everybody out there. So today, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about when to be on fire and move forward and go and be obsessed with getting stuff done, or when to be patient and put the brakes on. I think everybody in the service industry right now, especially in the chimney industry, most people are like putting the pedal to the metal, trying to find employees, trying to build a culture, trying to add more masonry. I know a couple other guys that are in other industries. They're trying to find employees and find bigger locations. Well, when is the right time to do that? And when is the time to put the brakes on and enjoy the show? I think a lot of us, especially us older guys that have been through 9/11 with owning a business, have been through the 2008, 2009 crash, have been through the Obama era and now the Biden era. But anyway, and watching, how the economy goes up and down, it's gonna stop. It's gonna. And I'm not here to tell everybody, whoa, everyone be careful right now. The good thing about the service industry, if you do it right, I mean, even when things are bad, people still buy our services. And a lot of these service industries are industries like that. It just proved it. COVID proved it, didn't it? I mean, think about it. We were essential. I mean, what a crazy thing to be deemed essential. And frontline workers, your chimney needs to work. Frontline work, really? What it is. It is. I mean, we save lives. AC, HVAC people, you save lives. Putting people's home and air conditioner, plumbers, you don't necessarily save lives, but my God, you keep the crap moving, don't you? And so, all of us, we really are essential. But when do you put the brakes on, or when do you just enjoy the show? Right now, in the chimney industry, I think most of us are balls to the walls trying to find people. And it is not the time to put the brakes on. It is not. It is all forward, Captain, full speed ahead. How many people can you get? How quickly can you educate and train them to get up to speed by the time the season hits? And funny thing is, a lot of people in the industry, they have not had a season this year. It's been just go. And a lot of people are, I noticed this, a lot of the younger guys, and I don't mean much younger, let's say smaller companies, they're questioning of how am I going to do this? Well, first thing is recognize you need to, and have the confidence in yourself that you can do it, and recognize the fact that you're booked out 2 to 6 months. Are you kidding me? How can you not do it? Wake up, slap yourself a little bit right now. Really, you can do it. All of us in the service industry get so tied up and wrapped up into nobody can do as good as me. Well, you're right. They can't, and they're not gonna. But they can still do it good. And And then that's where you start bringing in all the other culture stuff and stuff. But that's not our topic today. Our topic is go or enjoy the show. And right now it's time for most service companies to go, go, go. But let's talk about, when do you enjoy the show? Well, you got to pick your time of where you're at financially. When do you need to go take some money so that you can go too? That's kind of another wraparound of what I'm talking about here is, if you're sitting here and you're kind of financially like, I don't really know how to do this and how to go. I need to go, but I'm scared to go. Well, if you're in the fireplace chimney market, it's the time to go. If you don't have the money, go find it. I got to tell you, if you are booked out 4 months right now, you got work that you can pull forward, get cash flow to pay that bill off that you might have to go loan to get 4 or 5 employees up to snuff in 2 months. And that's where I talk about the easy trucks. Go get some guys, get some scheduling sold jobs, move forward, train them on the easy stuff, and then osmosis all the harder stuff later. But get that cash flow rolling. And the only way you're going to get that is with having people. So I know you got the truck thing out there right now. I was like, how do I go when I can't find a truck? Well, you're going to have to get creative. You may have to go outside your city limits. You may have to travel to another state. I don't know. I know you can. I've had some pretty unique people in the last week tell me how they went and found trucks and they got them. Heck, I was on the way back from the cabin on Sunday. And let me say, the couple days before I went to the cabin, I was going down Highway 35 in Dallas. And there's a spot in Lewisville, Texas. It's just north part of Dallas. And there's like 6 dealerships right there on the highway, within the mile. And I look over and all these dealerships are empty. They just are. They're empty, except for Kia. I mean, apparently they don't use the China chip that the factory burned down. Kias were sold, or nobody's buying them. I don't know. But so I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm coming home from the cabin, and there's this little dealership in Podunk Nowhere, Texas, and it was an average sized dealership. It wasn't huge, it wasn't small, loaded with GMC and Chevy trucks. Loaded. Seriously had 200 of them on the lot. And I'm like, what did this guy do? But whatever, he had them. And so they're out there. You just got to go find them. Take a little drink of my muscle milk. Yummy. I guess if you're not drinking your protein, drink muscle milk. It's good for you. It has 25 grams of protein. This episode brought to you by the unpaid, unsolicited muscle milk. Okay, whatever. And by the way, if you're not using Bare Hands Pro for your inspection software, you're just not right. So, okay, moving on. Now, here is the thing. Go. Find your trucks. Find people. Go find some money to afford it. And pay your ass back in the next 6 months because you'll have the money. It's that simple. Now, make that hard task simple by just telling yourself, I can do it. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it now. So what is going to have to happen to you because you're a small company and you're out in the field? You're just too busy. How do I do this? Well, if you're not making your business and growing your business, the time to do it when you're not, or when you're in a truck, is what do you do it between 5 and 9 at night? What do you do on Sunday mornings? That is when you grow your business. That is the go. That's where you find your research. You do your emails. You build your culture. You build your SOPs. I mean, get your ass out and work during the day because you're just busy. You have to. You have to be training guys right now. Yes, I get it. You're hiring. You're interviewing. That 5 to 9 o'clock, that's the time you're going to grow your business. That's the missing puzzle I think I hear in a lot of people. I just don't have time. Well, I'm going to call you out. BS. It's not the time you want, but I'm sorry. You're not buying a job. You bought a business. And when you bought a business, that means you're on the clock 24/7. Your customers don't care if you can't do it. Your employees don't care if you can't do it. Everybody big time cares that you can't do it, meaning, I said that wrong. point is you get the reality of what I'm saying here. It's what you're gonna do when you're not on the clock, which is gonna make your business go. If you're trying to make yourself business go between 8 and 5, while you have customers calling, employees calling, you're trying to lay brick, you're trying to carry mortar up, you're trying to show someone how to do a liner, you're trying to give somebody schematics on an HVAC, or you're trying to get some guy on a plumbing truck to help you or stay awake while he's driving. You know, they should be doing. I mean, you can't do it. You just can't do it. You have got to work between 5 and 9 and on the weekends. And you know what? There's the difference between people working. You can tell some of the bigger companies. I can tell you right now, some of the large companies I know that are all over $3 million. Those owners busted their ass to break through the 1.2, 1.5 million, got up to 3 million. And I'm telling you, they do not punch a time clock at 5 o'clock. They just don't. And I will tell you, I talked to a lot of small business owners and I asked them what they do at night. And all they do is tell me how they're busy and they're tired. Totally true. I get it. But you got to find your muscle milk, something caffeine related, and you need to stay up after dinner, kiss the kids, and 3 or 4 days, you got to work on your business and to get it to go, go, go. That's what you have to do. Sucks. That's our life. We chose it. We didn't buy a job. We bought a lifestyle, and the lifestyle doesn't end at 5. Okay, moving on. When to enjoy the show? When do you sit back and enjoy the show? When you're busier than shit. That's when. That's when you sit back and enjoy the show. Manage what you have. Stop working on the business. Work on your people and your customers at that time. Don't implement anything. Have a trainee or two still in training. That's another thing that I learned recently is I'm never not going to have a trainee. I don't care. I want more trainees. I want to be able to dumping the 10% in my company for someone better all the time. Even I wish I'd learned that when I was a 2 truck company. I really do. I mean, that is the life. That is the game changer in development. So you have to really, really start focusing on finding the right people and putting them in and having that extra person body in there that's gonna be in training. And let's just face it, let's just say you don't have anyone bad and you're like let's say you're 2 people right now, you and 1 person. Well, you go find that 3rd person. Well, once you find them, go find number 4. Even if you don't need them, start seeking number 4. Because what if number 4 comes in and has a better reputation or a better skill set than number 3 or even number 2? Now, you have that choice. Can I use this guy and grow my company, or do I have to let go of someone else? And generally, like what I did, I didn't have to let go of people back then. I wish I had learned this more. What I did, my mindset was I would overstaff, but I wouldn't have it in training. Once I was overstaffed, I just lived with it, and I seemed to fill the schedule out. That was the way I grew my company. I preferred to look at my sales, know my numbers better back in the day, 20 years ago, and I wish I had gotten to, let's say, 6 trucks, but always had a couple guys in training to either support those 6 trucks, and then if I needed, break them off and put them in their own truck, and then go find 2 more trainees. I wish I had done that method versus, okay, we had 6 trucks last year. I think we can have some sales growth. Let's have 9 trucks this year is how I did it. And then I went from 9. I said, okay, I know we're busy. I know if we add another call center person, the way things are going, let's add 3 more trucks this year. And I would just do it. And I did know my numbers enough that would work. And never did that ever fail me. However, when someone quit, I was always screwed. Oh, shnikes. What am I going to do now? And so that was the hard part. So the go and the enjoy the show thing is you should still have somebody training. A couple extra people in the season. I think a lot of people get into that trap where they think that they don't need that helper or it's too much to get someone trained. Well, just helping, they get a lot of osmosis and they learn how to do stuff. And then by God, if you put someone in it, and if you hire a couple extra guys by October 1st, let's just say that it's September 1st, you got a couple guys. And by the middle of October, wow, they can install a cap. They can do, they can go trench holes. They can change toilet seats out, or not toilet seats, but toilet tank stuff out. And HVAC stuff. I don't know that business enough, but there's just things that people can do. And if you're in the chimney world, it's shocking at how much you could learn to teach somebody in 6 weeks on to go do easy stuff, and they can be very proficient at it. Tuck points, a chimney sweep a chimney sweep, a lintel packing, a mortar crown, just a lot of stuff. Sometimes I actually I haven't done this, but I suggested this to a client yesterday. In the chimney business, why don't you train someone to just do the inside sweeps and all the inside stuff, and put him on that, and then have as an easy truck, meaning all he's doing is lintel packing sweeps, and tuck points, refractory panels, that kind of stuff, gas log installs and fireplace door installs. That's it. I could have a truck just doing that all, from October to February. Just doing that. If I needed to really hurry up and I staffed incorrectly, or we were just so crazy busy, if I had someone just doing that, I could probably have someone just doing refractory panels. But I'm just saying, think outside of the box. And when it's time to enjoy the show, sit back and just manage it, and don't grow your business at that time. But start thinking about, what am I going to do next year? When it's time to put the gas pedal on again, what is the go, go, go method? What is my go, go, go method? And so I want to put a shout out to my call center, actually. Though I'm going to say all girls, because it is all girls. You may have guys in yours, but in my company, we right now, currently only have women working in my call center. And so I tasked them to start our new call forwarding program. Everybody from the past, we have 80,000 clients from the past, but we only have like 30 or 40,000 emails. Long story, but we'll just keep it at that. So, how many emails we developed an email to send them, and how we're doing it is actually we're in their account in our KickServe CRM. We're creating a new opportunity, a new invoice, an estimate, actually an estimate. They're called opportunities. So we create an opportunity. We email the opportunity, then has a line item of a new, very detailed chimney inspection. And for our case, it's $249.99. And we email them, and the body of the email states they're a premier customer. Thanks for being with us for this year so many long. It is part of the code NFP 211 to have a annual inspection every year. We've been bad at not doing that. We really want to get you in before the rush, and especially since here in Texas and Oklahoma we had this major thaw or freeze event back in February. We want to get you serviced before the rush so you don't have to wait. So we started that. We got it all operational on Friday, late Friday. They got out about 20 emails Friday. So yesterday I noticed that we were just dead. It was slow. Everyone's on vacation in Texas, probably the country. We were slow, and not a lot of approvals going on by 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Not a lot of calls coming in. But I already noticed that we only made like 20 emails. And I'm like, what are they doing? So as I'm sitting here thinking of how I'm going to call my call center manager without blowing up, trying to be in my head first to be nice and be, to create the right way to communicate without being upset. I look about an hour later while I got busy, and then before I could call her or text her, my call center manager, and I look, and one of my oldest tenured awesome call center girl had done 19 emails in about 45 minutes. I'm like, holy macaroni. So she just proved this could be done. She cares about the company, right? Not that the other girls don't, but they hadn't seen what it takes to have this program work. So I thought about this. Okay, how can I parlay these 19 emails in 45 minutes into workflow for the girls and give them a reward to do a certain amount? So what did I do? I texted my call center manager, hey, if everybody can do 50 call forwards a day, and we still, because you're not answering the phone, that's just email work. So the phone still gets answered, the phone still gets answered on ring one. If we can, each girl can do 50 a day, I'm going to take everybody to dinner in 2 weeks, call center wise. And so it is hilarious that there are 2 girls that had 1 or 2 call forwarding things at the time. By 5 o'clock, we had over 250 emails put out, and we had 4 approvals. They made me $1,000 yesterday. We had 4 approvals off the emails yesterday. So my call center now, I have a call center matrix now of how much money each person actually gets for us and how much the call center has now. How much generation revenue did the call center actually produce outside of initial calls coming in and servicing our new time customers every day? Wow, a new matrix, and I can put it individually too. This girl's closed this many and all that kind of stuff. So as the emails are getting approved, it's like, I'll say they generated $1,000 yesterday. So today I noticed, okay, they did that. They did 50 easily. So today I said, instead I said 50 a day, which in 14 days was 2,800 emails. So I texted Gina, my call center manager, since they did that in literally 4 hours. I said, you know what? 2,800 emails in 14 days is the Chili's dinner. If you get out 7,800 emails by then, we're going to Bob's Chop and Steakhouse, which is like $150 a person. And so I haven't received a text back that I recall. I haven't looked at my phone, but so I'm curious to see if that happens. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'm really super proud of them. They're on the go. Go. They are really getting goes. I mean, and just today already, it is now in the morning time. We've already had another call forwarding approved right now. So my call center right now in less than 24 hours has generated me $1,200 off of emails only. Awesome. $1,200, $1,250 I wouldn't have made had I didn't come up with this system. So, but I'm on the go. I'm on the go right now. And when we start getting busy, there won't be any go with the call forwarding scheduling. There'll be no go. It'll just be servicing all the clients. If they have time, they can do some call forwarding stuff. But that's a system that we put in that's in the go right now. What we're doing to make things go. We have hired so many educators. It's awesome. We then moved our money on Indeed to crew members, and now we've got, I think, 9 interviews this week to bring in more crew members. So we are really, really doing it. And by the way, our company has shifted to this growth mode of having and being staffed correctly all year round, that now we're finally breaking even and making money every week. It's 100 degrees out, nearly August, in Dallas, Texas. A chimney company is making $60,000 to $70,000 a week. Pretty phenomenal. And so, anyway, I just, so you got to know when to enjoy the show and sit back and literally eat the popcorn and let things run and let it happen. And I think when most of us at times sit there and are in go mode, you have to make sure you do the right go. So what does go mean for you right now? Does that mean you got to get obsessed with hiring and figure out that thing? Is go mode mean training? You've got everybody hired, now get everybody trained. Is go mode mean a new product or two to get everybody selling it and installing it? I don't know your business. So, but that is, figure out your go and be a go guy right now if you're in the chimney business. If you're in the AC business right now, and I know I got a couple of you guys listening or more, you're in the sit down and enjoy the show mode. You're busy. Just work the business. And so you can't just always be in go mode. Plus, it's just tiring for the employees all the time to be in go mode. And it's hard as a business coach and a service entrepreneur to sit here and even at times to enjoy the show. It is, because I'm an innovator. I have no patience. And I think that's one of the things it's one of the traits that entrepreneurs have is we have no patience. We want it now. What can we do today? Well, sometimes today is just eat some popcorn and watch the movie. Let it work. Let your business flow. You know, you don't have to be always recognizing something bad. Now, if things bad happen, you need to address it. But you don't have to go seek out bad things as well either. Sometimes we go out and we seek bad things. Well, sometimes it's not that big of a deal. Let it happen. Make sure that you address it. Don't make it a big deal. Calm down. I think a lot of people that I have coached in the years have come to me with some pretty big scenarios that at the time when it felt so big, and then when I talked to them, because I've had the experience in dealing with some stuff, I'm like, okay, let's calm down. I have one client that had just a nightmare bad apple, just a complete nightmare. I mean, this guy was blowing them up, and I told him, I said, calm down, it's okay. I got to call late at night for it. And then I told him, I said, listen, this guy is gonna try to rock your world for 2 to 3 weeks, if not a month. You got to block him. You got blah, 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 tell all the employees to leave him alone. And they did, but they didn't block him. And the very next week, they hadn't heard from him for a while because they had the attorney send him a letter to leave him alone. And then hadn't heard from him. And then in our next week's session, literally the guy texted him while we were in our session. And I'm like, block him. Don't do anything. The guy's insane. This is why we got rid of him. Just don't. And they calmed down and they did it. It was great. And so, main thing is calm down and enjoy the show. You know, I know that wasn't really part of an enjoy the show thing, but it is calm down. It's okay. Run your business. It's okay to just let it run for a little bit. And our let it run is going to come in September, October, right? And so right now, if you're on the go, be the go guy. Go. And do it right. But pinpoint your goals. What do you got to do? If you need trucks, if you need employees, you need training, figure it out. You can do it. And so, okay, guys, that's my time. I mean, it's kind of the same message all the way through. I just want everyone to understand that we're in go mode now. Know when to enjoy the show. When you got your enough employees, stop, train them. When the season hits, get an extra helper. And then enjoy the show. Literally, don't worry. Just handle what you got in business and be the best you can be for your employees and your customer at that time. So that's my time today. So everybody, thank you. I mean, this episode was essentially brought to you by Bare Hands Pro. To tell you the truth, Mike's been supporting me, coming on Chat with Chad on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on Chimney World. And then also go ahead and listen to Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is Mark Stoner on Surefire Live. And so it's a wonderful show as well. And so everybody, thank you very much. And I hope to listen to you or hear you, or I hope for you to listen to me next week, and appreciate it. Love you and take care.